Well, parents and renters, beware. Party promoters are hosting illegal parties and getting underage kids drunk right in your neighborhood. Fox 46's Janine Donaldson spoke to police who are now cracking down before teens go on summer break. Take a look.
What we're finding is that many kids, when they go out at night away from their parents, they're binging on alcohol.
And CMPD says it's happening in your neighborhood at illegal parties.
We find them lots of times without any supervision at all. There's no security in place. Nobody checking in IDs. Nobody is checking for weapons, and they will serve as much as they can just to get somebody intoxicated.
Police say party promoters are using homes up for sale, rentals, and business parks like this one on North Tryon Street, where police discovered an illegal strip club.
Fortunately, we've been able to shut down anywhere from 3 to 6 of these parties a week. It will pick up during the summer.
Police are tracking down advertisements, buying tickets, and going undercover to stop parties and stop renters from becoming victims.
The lock was on the front door. The instructions were to come around the back, and they were having parties in a house that was actually for sale, but the resident wasn't living there. They were in another state.
Police say if you charge an entry fee or sell drinks at a party without an alcohol permit, it's illegal. And parents are encouraged to track their children's spending to make sure they're not buying tickets to these parties. In Uptown, I'm Janine Donaldson for Fox 46 Charlotte.
And take a look at this tweet that CMPD posted yesterday. You can see that they're asking parents to talk to their kids about alcohol and the dangers of drinking. And this can certainly be a tough topic for parents. Nicole Augustine from Talk It Out NC is with us this morning to help kind of take that step and break down the barriers of conversation between parents and their kids. Yes, they are still kids, by the way, even if they think they're adults. Nicole, it's nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Welcome in this morning. This is perfect timing, right? We got graduation happening all over the places and parties happening right now. How big of a problem is this here with underage drinking in Charlotte?
It's definitely a problem. Some because this is the time of year where folks want to celebrate, have a great time. Parents are also starting to let loose a little bit of their kids because they've graduated, right? And unfortunately, one of the things that does happen is young folks are attracted to the idea of underage drinking. And so we've really got to have much more conversation about why they shouldn't be doing it and how to say no when there's a lot of pressure to drink.
Well, it's tough because you will have a lot of teens that are throwing their own parties, maybe without their parents' knowledge.
Right.
Some parents even, they're okay with it. They're like, they're going to drink anyway, so as long as I'm the responsible adult, I'll let them go ahead and do it. Like, I don't feel like either way is right.
That is true. Actually, that's probably one of the worst ways to think.
Yeah.
A lot of parents say, hey, if they're going to do it, at least they do it with me.
That's exactly what I hear.
But it sends the wrong message completely, actually.
Okay, so how do you have a conversation with your teens? Like, where do you start other than just saying, this is wrong? I just feel like teens zone that out.
Yeah, well, the conversation can be started at any time. I always say the earlier the better. So this whole campaign about Talk It Out is about having conversations early, soon, often, about every decision that young people are making, whether it's alcohol, underage drinking, peer pressure, all those sorts of things. And it's easier to do than folks think.
My wife always brings up a good thing with my kids. If they say that, you know, something's not going to work, she's like, okay, well then provide an alternative. If you don't like this idea, give me something else in its place. You guys have a wonderful kind of alternative to just throwing a party with alcohol. What are some of those ideas?
I always recommend, especially if you're doing any parties where there's going to be folks under 21, make it alcohol free. That's the easiest thing to do, right? The second thing, if you are going to have alcohol, I've actually recommended that people think about the types of cups they use.
Oh, okay, you got one of each.
Yes,
What do you
I'll
mean
give
by
you an
this?
example. Everyone's familiar with the red Solo cup,
Yes.
right? And often this is a lot of times associated with drinking. So if that's the case, let's keep it that way. So everybody over 21 will have this color cup. You
Okay,
see?
and what about under?
And under 21 has a clear cup.
Oh, that's a good
We
idea.
can see what's in the cup,
Right.
right? And then I would also just recommend making sure that you put any alcoholic drinks in a completely separate area. That way, if you see somebody underage go into that area, you know they're not supposed to be there.
That
And
is
of
a great
course, you
idea.
don't send the young person to go get your beer for you, right?
Don't make it look easy. Get your own.
Go grab me a beer, don't do that.
That's a good idea with the two
Yeah.
different color cups. You guys do take it one step further, and you have come up with sort of like a pledge
That's
program for the parents and the teens. How does this work?
That's right. So there's two pledges. There's one for parents and one for teens. And the idea is that they do the pledge together. And this can be a conversation starter. You asked me earlier, how do we start it?
Yeah.
Start right here. visit the website. The pledges are right there.
What are we pledging?
You're pledging, as a parent, you're pledging to set a good example, which
Okay.
means showing responsible use, right? You're also pledging that if your child finds himself in a situation where they went out with friends and someone's drinking or they feel unsafe, that they will feel comfortable to call you
Oh, boy,
and
that's
not
a
get
great-
in trouble.
Yeah, that's
Right?
a great. I've heard of other teens that have gone to parties. They weren't themselves drinking,
Yeah.
but they were surrounded by it. They felt uncomfortable. They were scared to call their parents.
Yes.
And so, have that comfort level of, listen, whether you were admittedly doing it or
Yes.
not, have that freedom and the comfortability to
Absolutely.
talk to your parents and say, I need help. I need to leave.
Absolutely.
And certainly, if you have been drinking, which we hope you're not if you're underage, don't drive. I mean, the
Don't
worst
drive.
combination
Oh my
ever.
God.
And we
Yeah.
have stories every day in this
Yeah.
industry where where those two
Yeah.
combined is deadly.
And it's a completely preventable loss of
Yeah.
life.
If people want to find out more, maybe to download the pledges, how can they track this down?
TalkItOutNC.org.
I love it.
Very easy.
Thank you very much for
Yeah, you're
giving
very
us
welcome.
a safe way to still celebrate. That's what all this is about anyways, having a good time, but doing it safely. Nicole, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me
We
this morning.
appreciate that. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Good Day Charlotte next.